Hi, it's Steve Pearce here. Last week I made a short video message where I basically explained my thoughts on the nuclear test veteran campaign. It received quite good feedback, and I was wondering whether I should perhaps do more of these videos, raw, unscripted, natural, just my thoughts to camera, basically. I was thinking every week or every 2 weeks, depending on how much is going on, but really, that's so, firstly, would you like to hear that? If so, leave a comment. And do you think it's weekly or every 2 weeks? But firstly, I should introduce myself if I'm going to do this. My name is Steve Pearce, as I've said. My dad was Flight Lieutenant David Pearce. He served at Maralinga in South Australia on the British nuclear tests. That is the reason why I'm doing these videos. I am married to Georgina, a wonderful, wonderful woman. So supportive of the campaigning that I do and the acting that I do. We're married in 2019. We live in North Wales. I'm not. I haven't been in North Wales all my life. I moved here in 2015 from the Wirral, where I was born and bred. Born in Birkenhead. My dad's from Liverpool, mum's from Birkenhead, so the Northwest is in my blood. Georgina and I have a little boy. He's 4 years old now. He's absolutely wonderful. He is. Cheeky little face. He is a fantastic little chap. Brings a smile to our face every day. Amazing. He's at nursery now, hence why it's so very quiet here. But on to the campaigning. Why do I do it? Well, I do it because I believe my health conditions, are a direct result of my dad's service in Maralinga. He was there at the most toxic time, where the ground had been polluted by 7 main nuclear weapon detonations and nearly 600 minor trials, which were highly, highly toxic to the environment. The details of which I can discuss in another video. So Dad must have been exposed to radiation, and then I came along in a family that has not had any health issues, going back through the genes. And now my son has a genetic condition. That's why I'm doing this, because the fallout damage to the genes is supposed to, or has been conservatively estimated at being a problem for the next 500 years. So, the veterans are the starting point for this, but it goes far, far deeper. It goes into the genetics of families and a legacy that's going to last centuries. So long after the veterans have all gone and I've gone, and British nuclear tests are, well, if the MOD had their way, a completely forgotten part of history. There's still going to be kids born with genetic conditions that are a result of the British state. So we need to keep this going, and we need to get to the truth, and that's why we're doing it, to get to the truth of what was known and what was done to these men. And well, we know what was done, don't we? And we need to get accountability, and we need to get help and support from the government. So that's why I'm doing the campaigning for nuclear test veterans. On the back of that, and very much, you know, alongside it, is campaigning for Hillsborough Law, because we need a full Hillsborough Law, and we need it now. We don't need this pathetic effort that the government have drafted and are waving about, because that's useless and toothless. It needs to be the full Hillsborough Law as presented in 2017 by Andy Burnham. It's that or nothing, because anything other than that cannot have the name Hillsborough Law, because it won't be Hillsborough Law. So that's why we're pushing that, because we need to stop this culture of scandals and cover-ups that's blighted our country for decades and centuries, really, hasn't it? And unless we have cultural change within government, it will continue to get away with it, and there will be things that happen in the future, disasters and things like that, and they'll be covered up. So it's not just about looking at the past and trying to finger point from the past. This is about protecting your children and your grandchildren from what's to come. and which could potentially befall anybody. So yeah, we need full Hillsborough law now. Anyway, I rambled on for too long already, so cut this short now. But if you would like to see more of these, then put a comment below. I'll probably do them on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. So yeah, put any comment. I'd love to hear them. Anyway, the sun's out. It's almost the weekend. It's Friday, so have a good one. See you soon.